If there is one topic in gardening that makes people raise their eyebrows, wrinkle their noses, and lean in with curiosity at the same time, it is the idea of turning human waste into fertilizer. It sounds shocking at first, but once you understand the science behind it, you realize something powerful. What we flush away every day is actually one of the most nutrient-rich organic resources on the planet. For centuries, farmers around the world recycled human waste back into the soil. Long before chemical fertilizers existed, communities understood that nutrients must return to the land if crops were to keep growing year after year. Today, modern sanitation systems send those nutrients into sewage plants or waterways instead of returning them to the soil where they belong. For gardeners who care about soil health, sustainability, and closing nutrient loops, transforming human waste into safe fertilizer is one of the most fascinating frontiers in regenerative gardening. And no, it is not about spreading raw waste in your garden. The secret lies in composting, using natural microbial processes to transform waste into a stable, safe, soil-building material known as Humanure. In this article, we are going to explore how this transformation works, why it matters for soil science, and how gardeners can safely harness this overlooked resource to build fertile soil. Welcome back to the Soil Science Garden, where we explore the deeper science behind growing healthier plants and healthier soil. Most gardeners spend money on fertilizers because, well, plants need three major nutrients to grow: nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. These nutrients are commonly referred to as NPK and form the backbone of plant nutrition. What many people do not realize is that human waste contains all three of these nutrients in meaningful amounts. The average human produces several kilograms of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium every year through waste. When multiplied by billions of people worldwide, that represents an enormous flow of plant nutrients. In fact, human waste contains many of the same nutrients found in animal manure. Nitrogen supports leafy growth. Phosphorus helps plants develop strong roots and flowers. Potassium strengthens plant resilience and improves fruit quality. But the nutrient story does not end there. Human waste also contains organic matter. When properly composted, that organic material feeds soil microbes, improves soil structure, and helps soils retain water. In other words, when transformed safely, human waste becomes something that every gardener values: compost that improves soil life. Modern sanitation systems were designed primarily for hygiene and disease control. They are incredibly effective at protecting public health. However, they also created an unintended problem: nutrient loss. Every time we flush a toilet, nutrients that once came from soil through our food are sent into sewage systems. Wastewater treatment plants remove some contaminants, but many nutrients end up in rivers, lakes, and oceans. When these nutrients accumulate in water bodies, they can cause serious environmental issues such as algae blooms and oxygen depletion. At the same time, farmers purchase synthetic fertilizers to replace nutrients lost from agricultural soils. From a soil science perspective, this is a broken nutrient cycle. Nutrients leave the soil through food production but do not return. Composting human waste offers a way to close that cycle. So, the term Humanure refers to composted human waste that has been transformed into a stable, soil-like material through the composting process. Now, raw waste contains pathogens that can cause disease. That's exactly why direct use in gardens is dangerous and, well, strongly discouraged. Composting solves this problem by harnessing microbial activity to break down organic matter while generating heat that destroys harmful organisms. In a properly managed compost system, temperatures can rise high enough to eliminate most pathogens, parasites, and weed seeds. Over time, the material becomes dark, crumbly, and earthy smelling, much like traditional compost. At this stage, the waste has been transformed into a biologically stable product that can be used to improve soil. For gardeners interested in sustainable nutrient recycling, Humanure composting represents a natural and science-based solution. Composting works because microbes thrive on organic material. When microbes consume waste materials, they release heat and break down complex compounds into simpler forms. A well-balanced compost pile requires a mix of carbon and nitrogen. Human waste is rich in nitrogen, which means it must be balanced with high-carbon materials such as sawdust, straw, dry leaves, or even shredded paper. These carbon materials serve several purposes. They absorb moisture, control odors, and provide food for microbes. More importantly, they create air pockets that allow oxygen to circulate throughout the compost pile. Oxygen is essential because aerobic microbes are the primary drivers of safe composting. These microbes generate the heat that sanitizes the compost. As the microbes digest the waste, temperatures can rise to levels capable of destroying harmful pathogens. Over time, the intense microbial activity slows down, leaving behind a stable compost rich in organic matter. For gardeners fascinated by soil biology, this process is a powerful demonstration of nature's recycling system at work. One of the most common systems for composting human waste is the composting toilet. Unlike conventional toilets that use water to flush waste away, composting toilets collect waste in containers where it can later be composted. After each use, a carbon material such as sawdust or dry leaves is added to cover the waste. This simple step helps prevent odors and maintains the carbon-nitrogen balance needed for composting. When the container is full, the contents are transferred to a dedicated compost bin outside. This compost bin should be separate from regular kitchen compost and designed to hold material for long-term decomposition. The key to safety is time and microbial activity. Compost piles should be allowed to break down for extended periods, often a year or more, to ensure complete decomposition. During this time, microbes, insects, fungi, and natural processes gradually convert the waste into safe organic matter. One of the most important aspects of composting human waste is, well, making sure that pathogens are destroyed during the process. High temperatures are absolutely essential for sanitation. When compost piles reach thermophilic temperatures, often above 55 degrees Celsius or 131 degrees Fahrenheit, many harmful organisms just can't survive. These high temperatures, they occur naturally when microbes break down organic material in large, well-aerated compost piles. However, even if temperatures fluctuate a bit, long composting periods provide additional safety. Pathogens gradually die off over time thanks to microbial competition, tough environmental conditions, and simply not having any suitable hosts. For gardeners, this is why patience is so critical. Allowing the compost to mature fully ensures that the final product is safe and stable. Even after composting, many gardeners choose to use Humanure compost in specific areas of the garden rather than, directly on food crops. Fruit trees, ornamental plants, shrubs, and forest gardens are excellent places to use this compost. These systems benefit greatly from increased organic matter and, of course, soil life. In perennial systems such as orchards, composted human waste can help build long-term soil fertility. The organic matter feeds microbes, improves soil structure, and gradually releases nutrients. Some gardeners also use fully composted Humanure on non-root crops, where the edible portion doesn't contact soil directly. Ultimately, each gardener must follow local regulations and make informed decisions about how they use composted waste in their garden. When gardeners recycle nutrients back into soil, they reduce dependence on synthetic fertilizers and support healthier ecosystems. Composting human waste reduces water pollution by preventing nutrients from entering waterways. It also decreases the need for energy-intensive fertilizer production. At the same time, returning organic matter to soil improves soil carbon storage. Healthy soils act as carbon sinks, helping mitigate climate change while supporting productive gardens. For gardeners passionate about regenerative practices, composting human waste represents, honestly, one of the most powerful ways to close nutrient loops and build resilient soil systems. Despite the science supporting safe composting practices, a lot of folks still feel uncomfortable with the idea of recycling human waste. This reaction, well, it's mostly cultural. In many traditional farming societies, returning nutrients to the soil was just normal and honestly necessary for survival. But, modern sanitation systems removed waste from site, which sure helped improve hygiene, but also disconnected us from those natural nutrient cycles. Once gardeners really understand the science of composting and see the final product, a dark, earthy compost, it gets a whole lot easier to view human waste as a resource, not just something to throw away. In soil science terms, waste only exists when we fail to recycle nutrients. As global populations grow and fertilizer resources become more limited, nutrient recycling is just becoming more and more important. Researchers and environmental scientists are out there exploring innovative sanitation systems that recover nutrients safely and return them to agriculture. Composting toilets, urine diversion systems, and advanced nutrient recovery technologies. These are already being used in eco-villages, off-grid homes, and sustainable farming projects all around the world. For gardeners, experimenting with small-scale nutrient recycling can be a powerful step toward more sustainable food production. When you start thinking about soil as a living system instead of just plain dirt, well, everything changes. Nutrients flow through plants, animals, microbes, and then back into the soil again. Leaves fall and decompose. Kitchen scraps become compost. Garden waste feeds the microbes. And, yeah, human waste can also be part of this natural cycle when it's managed properly. By returning organic matter to the soil, gardeners support the microbial communities that make plant growth possible. Healthy soils grow healthier plants, which in turn nourish us. This right here is the essence of regenerative gardening. Transforming human waste into eco-friendly fertilizer might seem like a pretty radical idea at first, but at its core, it's really just nature's recycling system. Through the power of composting, microbes convert waste into valuable organic matter that enriches soil, supports plant growth, and closes the nutrient cycle. For gardeners who are passionate about soil science, sustainability, and long-term fertility, understanding this process opens up a fascinating new perspective on how nutrients move through our world. It reminds us that soil health isn't just about what we add to the garden, it's about how we return nutrients back to the land. And, well, that brings us back to the heart of this channel. If you enjoy exploring the deeper science behind gardening and want to learn more about building living soil, make sure you subscribe to the Soil Science Garden. Share this video with fellow gardeners who care about sustainability, and let's keep growing smarter, healthier gardens together.